recording,
Yeah.
you'll be arrested if they see you. You're not allowed to.
Oh, really?
Strongly advised, mate.
What's going on, everybody? Here we are in Reykjavik, Iceland, in front of the sports hall where Led Zeppelin came and played that one-off gig in June of 1970. As things go, right, when you're traveling, it always seems like you're chasing power. Unfortunately, the GoPro died just before we got on site here, so I was hoping to shoot this with the GoPro, but we're gonna use my iPhone instead to do a little walk around. And while there's no official or unofficial recording of the show, we do know that there was a news crew on site that did a little bit of filming. The Zeppelin set at the time, I'm sure as you know, included songs like We're Gonna Groove, Thank You, Bring It On Home, Moby Dick, Whole Lotta Love, How Many More Times. Okay, so we were able to get inside. I'm not really sure if we're supposed to be here or not, but this is what it looks like from the inside. Look how small it is. Probably held at the time only a few thousand people, right? I can only imagine how loud it was in here. It's just about time to get out of here, so. Okay, wow, now we're outside the venue. We can talk a little bit louder. So, as you know, Led Zeppelin came here in 1970 as part of a cultural exchange between the government of Britain and the government of Iceland. They did a one-off gig in June. Legend has it that this is where Robert Plant got the inspiration to write the lyrics to Immigrant Song. And after traveling around the country the past few days, looking at all the geysers and this Viking history and Viking lore, you know, it's pretty easy to see how and where he got those lyrics and inspiration. Pretty cool. So, as I mentioned before, you know, some of the songs performed during the show, even though there is no official recording, there's no unofficial recording, we do have a little bit of news footage from Zeppelin's time here, as well as an interview with Robert Plant by some local press. Here's a view of the backside of the venue. Now, if you can imagine, here in the land of the midnight sun in June 1970, this park, it's a botanical gardens now. Just imagine this place filled with hippies from all over Northern Europe coming here to see the show, and what a treat they got, I'm sure. And I think the Led Zeppelin stage was, based on a video I've seen, I think the stage was set up at like that end right there, because the windows you can see shine into the stage and onto the band in the audience when you see the film. So this is kind of what it looks like from far away. And if we can, I think we're going to walk past the Hotel Saga, at least it was called the Hotel Saga, where they stayed, or at least it's where I think they stayed when they came here in 1970. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, folks, so I'm 99% sure, if memory serves, that is Hotel Saga up on the left, that place right there, right? Based on the stationery that's on the LedZeppelin.com website, you know, they wrote a thank you letter the people of Iceland. And I think that's the hotel that they stayed at, or at least that's the hotel where they wrote the stationery at, or wrote their thank you letter at. It's now a Hilton. The hotel to the sports hall is like a 5-minute walk. It's seriously super close. And as you can see, if you imagine back in 1970, there probably wasn't much around here. There's not much around here now. So it's easy to see how bands on tour, you know, they work for what, if you're lucky these days, an hour and a half. But back in 1970s, everyone was doing, what, 3+ hour shows. So apart from those 3 hours, what do? You spend your time with groupies. Great. You know, but after a while, I'm sure even that gets old. You've had all the booze and drugs you can probably have fun with. Then what do you do? So yeah, so when you're on tour with a band, a lot of ups, of course, but also a lot of downtime. How you spend that downtime as well, I don't know. When you're in a place like Reykjavik, especially when you're this far out from the center of town, which is, I don't know if you can see it, but that church steeple right there, that's kind of the, or was it this one? I don't know, one of these two. It's where the center of town is. So if you're a band playing there at that sports hall and you're staying here at the Saga Hotel, you know, entertainment can be few and far between. Anyways, that's enough. This is The Only Way to Fly, signing off from Reykjavik, Iceland. Keep on rocking. Later.